Good morning, BLB. Took me a second to get my other phone up and going. I've been mowing and I'm about to take a Dr. Pepper break. Yeah, it's already pretty warm. Let's see here. Thermometer on the back porch says 80, 85 degrees. Well, I've got about half as much as you, but I push mow my yard. So I'm not going to be doing the whole yard in one day today. Wow. That's amazing that they would have a heat wave. You're fairly far north. I hope one day to get up to the Adirondacks, hike around, photograph and video some waterfalls. Let me tell you, color my world. Good morning and welcome. I'm taking a break from pushing the lawnmower. Yeah, we've been in the upper 90s and 95 to 100% humidity. I'm gonna get me a pack of crackers and a Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back. Roger Blair. Roger, I'm not ignoring you. I was inside getting me some Dr. Pepper. I've been pushing the mower for an hour and a half and I might be done for the day. I don't want to overdo it. So let me check chat real quick. We got BLB, we've got Color My World, we got Roger Blair, and we got John P. Adventures. Shh, John's on the phone. If I had jumped in a lake and stepped out, I could not be any wetter than I am right now. I am soaked. At least that breeze feels good. All right, guys, tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm going to let some video go public. When I was getting ready to go and get the lawnmower this morning. I've learned to peep around the corner because the persimmon tree right there, that's the persimmon tree. The deer are eating the fruit that's on the ground. I got a mom and two little fawns. They still got the white dots on them. Oh my goodness. I think it's going to be a great video. I got in a phone call with a couple of buddies 3 o'clock this morning. So I had to take a nap when I got off the phone, and it was too late in the morning for me to have coffee. With this heat, I didn't need coffee anyway. But enough about me. How are you guys doing? Hope y'all are having a great day. You're able to stay out of the heat. Good morning, Mike is making stuff. I appreciate you coming in. I'm taking a break from pushing the mower. John P. That's dedication. We'll leave it at that. That's dedication. Been fishing with a camera. What were you fishing for with the camera? My 360 set says that it's waterproof down to like 6 feet or something like that. But I can't bring myself to put that thing in water. I'd like to put it in the lake, but like I said, I just can't bring myself to put it underwater, because when they claim waterproof and what's actually waterproof, I find usually it's two different things. Yeah, that 360, it takes forever to render it off of the camera, and then to make it transfer up to YouTube, I've taken a day and a half to get one video up. Well, I hope so. Mine's a little bit newer than that. But I saved up a long time. And then, of all things, just within a couple of weeks of me buying it, they come out with a newer model. And since then, they've come out with yet another level up. And I've only had the camera about a year. This place I was working in South Carolina, there was a guy who was a certified diver. And he would go to a lake down in South Carolina. And he'd just swim along the bottom. And it was amazing, some of the stuff he found. Watches, phones. Those were the main things, but he said he found all kinds of stuff. Grizzly Warrior, how are you, young lady? I hope you're having a good day. I'm taking a break from pushing the mower. With this heat and everything, I hope to be able to do a trip on the river and video that. I haven't done one of those in over a year now. Danny Staten, howdy neighbor. Danny, I hope you're indoors, because I can only imagine how hot it is there. It's already in the mid-80s here. I know, that's why I had to move out of South Carolina. It was too hot. Oh, Danny, let me tell you, Sunday when I went up on the mountain to the Blue Ridge Parkway, it was 10 degrees cooler there than it was here. What? Danny, it's 85 here. Yeah, it's gonna be hot, hot, hot. Denny's not a little fella. I bet you he has as much trouble with the heat as I do, or more. Well, for the next 2 mornings, I'll be pushing the mower, but I'm not going to go past about now. As you guys can hear, the wind's blowing a little bit. Hopefully you can hear the wind chimes. Wow, Roger. If it was 75 here, I'd finish mowing the yard. Two weeks, that's not enough. Yeah, we'd gotten into the mid 60s at night up until a few days ago, and last night the low was 75. If I had my motorcycle license and on the road 75 degrees at night, I'd be riding all over this place. Yeah, 75 degrees is about 24 to you, John. And we're going to be up close to 100, which is about 38 to you. Danny, 60 degrees is perfect sleeping weather. And the good news is it's only going to last for a few days. It'll be a little cooler tomorrow than today, and a little cooler the next day. John, the only reason I know Celsius or centigrade, whichever one you want to call it, I used to run a calibration lab, and I had to put everything down in both temperatures. if you guys don't mind, talk amongst yourselves for just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go put the lawnmower in the shed. So the sunset's just to the right of that tree. So you're looking almost due west. And of a morning, I've got the camera pointed northeast. Because the sky usually looks pretty good right there with the sun coming up. Boy, that breeze feels great. This is a pleasant surprise. The birds are singing almost as much as they are at sunrise. Did I put you guys to sleep? I'm good at putting people to sleep. those persimmons really show up looking at the tree, but they're not showing up at all hardly on the video. Oh, Mike, you keep on working. Don't worry about it. But I do put people to sleep. I mean, that's almost what the channel is about. Nature, waterfalls, views off of mountaintops, easing into the day with morning coffee. If it wasn't for the blasted air conditioner, this would be almost perfect. Mox, good morning. I enjoyed the show last night. You never know where the conversation's going when Mike and Kathy show up. Moggs, I got in a phone call with some friends at 3 o'clock this morning, and I went back to sleep to take a nap about 5, which usually is when I'm starting my live. And I slept until, it was almost 7, so I got almost 2 hours sleep. And I've been push mowing. I mowed 1 tank of gas out of the push mower. Yes, common thing. I don't know how the grass grew so much and no rain. Grizzly Warriors probably thinking about lunch. They're an hour ahead of us. It's 10:01 a.m. here at Jim's place. Unless something seriously has changed, No DI Monster is also at 10:01. So if you're mowing, I guess you didn't get a phone call to mess up your day off. Which is a good thing. Good thing you didn't mess up your day off. Bad thing you didn't make money. Seven amazing people. Yeah, that's true. Mogs, in your case, they go out on the lake, right? They're not going in the ocean. Shirley, good morning, Shirley. One thing and another happened this morning, and I'm doing live instead of morning coffee. It's break time from mowing the yard, and I'm having a Mountain Dew and a pack of nabs. Excuse me, a Dr. Pepper and a pack of nabs. I've got Mountain Dew in the refrigerator, and it's trying to brainwash me into drinking it. Mountain Dew will do that to you. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were on lakes. John P's friend, J-O, uh, she spells it Joa08, and she lives down in Florida, and she's videoed several launches. Moggs, if you get a boat and go out on the ocean to watch a launch, I'd try my best to find a way to piggyback on that event. Yeah, she's doing she got her new Vespa, which Vespas these days are amazing. Uh, and she's doing the Vespa Files. She goes around on that little two-wheeler and videos. Oh, uh, I'm not standing over the camera, but I'm like maybe a foot further away. Moggs, be nice. Check your volume, because usually my voice really carries. Yeah, I'm hoping you can hear the chimes, the wind chimes. Yeah, Grizzly, sometimes I do that. I have my volume turned down and I'm going, what? Can't hear. And it's on my side. That's great. Hearing the chimes is more important than hearing me. But Grizzly, thank you for saying something, because if something was not right on this end, I'd want to fix it. Oh, yeah. This afternoon's going to be a bear, but right now it's gorgeous. Eight amazing people. No clouds here, just haze. I bet you do. Great place to visit. Wouldn't want to live there. Whoa! I can't believe my eyes. That's Esmeralda. Oh, thank you, Esmeralda. Yeah, I'm a little late today because, long story, but I'm just late. So instead of morning coffee, I'm doing my Dr. Pepper break after pushing the mower. Esmeralda, I was thinking about you when I was doing that video on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Oh, you did the right thing, Grizzly. You did the right thing. Moggs, good luck. And this morning, Esmeralda, oh my goodness, I've learned, if you can see the tree with looks like yellow dots on it, that's a persimmon tree, and the fruit's dropping. The deer are down there chowing down. So I've learned whenever I go out the back door to kind of sneak around and peek around the building to see if anything's down there. And this morning it was a doe with two fawns, and both fawns still had all their white spots. So that video will be posted at about 7 o'clock our time. That would be about 4 o'clock your time, Esmeralda. And I'm getting closer to running into a bear. I haven't done it quite yet, but I'm getting closer. Yeah, they've been out of hibernation for a while, several weeks now. I missed one over at that park I go to every week. I missed one by, I don't know, half hour, something like that. It was along a trail that I had been on. And the little picnic area that I did the live from Sunday, two people said there had been a bear there, but they were leaving and they were on motorcycles, so I don't know that they even had a picnic there. But I get up there and there's nobody but me, and I'm not getting out, you know. And then I come by the area later and there's a couple that was leaving and they had had a picnic, so I felt it was safe enough. Yeah, I don't want them harmed, uh, but for whatever reason, that park I go to every week, been going there for almost 60 years, and they've never had bears living there. If they did, they never announced it, and never heard anybody talk about a sighting there. But here in the last 3 years, there's a bear family in that park. There's a bear family near me here, and there's one on the other side of the park. So in 3 years, we went from no bears to three families that we know of, which is kind of amazing. And to me, a black bear is just a really big dog. You can't pet them, but boy, I sure wish you could. Uh, that video that I posted driving on the parkway, at the 38-minute mark, something was by the road on the left-hand side. Might be 38 minutes and a second or two, but something was on the road on the left-hand side. But the video on YouTube is not that clear. The video that I have is not that clear either, but putting it up on YouTube, I don't think the quality transferred quite as well as I'd like for it to. But if y'all want to look, it's driving the Parkway, Meadows of the Dan, and Parkway and Highway 89. It's the 38-minute mark, and it's on the lower left side of the screen. I'm in a shady area, and the curve, I don't remember if I'm curving to the left or curving to the right. I think I was coming out of a curve to the left. And it looked like a coyote to me, but I'm no expert. Wow. Esmeralda, you made my day, girl. I am so glad to see you. We've got foxes around here. There was one, I don't remember the location, but it was in the news here the last day or two. There was a fox that had rabies. Whoa. Well, I think what I saw was a coyote, but like I said, I don't know. I was paying attention to driving, and I was enjoying the trees and all the green and the fact that the parkway was open again because it had been closed for so long. You know, a coyote with no hair, that to me, that'd be kind of scary. It looked like something out of a sci-fi movie. Yep. The park, they had a display. One of the rangers, they try to educate the public, do things for the kids, which I really think is a great idea. Anyway, this ranger, he had pelts from all the different animals. Had a black bear pelt, had a fox, had a possum. And the one that was most surprising was the possum. Uh, I figured a possum would be yucky, but it was actually pretty smooth. Yep. Foxes are unique animals. Let's put it that way. Cause the way they don't they don't really bark. They kind of yip, and man, they dig. They dig holes everywhere. I don't know. Possum's too greasy for my taste. Rabbit and squirrel is good. Deer's good. I don't think I've ever had bear. Had rattlesnake. Tastes like chicken. You live up in the mountains where I'm from, you know, pretty much you ate what you shot. And usually squirrel and rabbit was fairly abundant. And of course deer. Yeah, like I said, to me they were just too greasy. I could tell you some stories about possums though. Hmm. Last I heard, Esmeralda, you can hunt black bear in southwest North Carolina. Wow. Now I tell you, I've seen some pictures of kangaroos, and to me, the, they look as close to a dog man as any picture I've ever seen of any animal. I saw one where this kangaroo had quite an attitude, but it looked like it was a weightlifter, and it looked like a dabbling dog man with short arms. Yeah, Roger. When I go up to Stone Mountain here in North Carolina, not Georgia, but here, there's a little restaurant. Last time I stopped in, which has been a few years ago, they still serve brains and eggs. Squirrel makes great gravy, makes a great stew. Rabbit stew is fantastic. If the deer meets a very quick end, it's easier to get it to taste good. If it leaves us in a slow manner that it has time to be scared or run, it is really difficult to get that particular type of meat to taste good. And I'm trying to avoid the getting bumped. Yeah, Esmeralda. I mean, up in the Appalachians, I mean, it was nothing to eat squirrel and rabbit. I mean, that was all the time. Squirrel or rabbit stew and you know, some homemade biscuits. You were in higher cotton at that point. I haven't ever had any groundhog. I think they're kind of cute, but they're a nuisance animal. They'll dig a hole, and if you've got any livestock, cows or horses, if they step in that hole, they'll break a leg, and then you got to put them down. Yeah, Esmeralda, that was it. I mean, we even ate raccoon, but we only ate raccoon that we caught when it was young, raised it in a cage, and knew what it had to eat. Because raccoons will eat anything. And we weren't all that rich. I mean, I had a rich uncle. He had a outhouse that was a two-seater. That's how rich he was. I mean, if you raise it and everything, if I remember right, because I mean, it's been probably close to 55, 60 years since I had any. Uh, it's a lot like beef. I mean, raccoon was quite a bit like beef, or at least that's what I remember. Well, I'm glad things worked out the way it did today, because Esmeralda, seriously, you made my day. I appreciate everybody coming in to chat, but I haven't seen Esmeralda and I couldn't tell you when. All of you've got me spoiled. Yeah, people don't realize how hard a work coal mining is and dangerous. That bridge in West Virginia, Roger Blair, that bridge in West Virginia that they close off once a year so the base jumpers can jump off the bridge. How far is that from you? Well, Esmeralda, if you weren't 3 hours behind me, I don't think you want to be getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. But you could have morning coffee with us. Well, find out, I can't remember the name of the town, but if you find out, I'm going to look into when they're doing the base jumping this year, and I might take a ride up there. I've always wanted to go, and I've never been able to make it. And maybe this year will be the year that I make it up there. All things pink and possible. Hello there, young lady. Little Miss Pink is a year old. We celebrated her 1 year on YouTube recently. And she is knocking it out of the park. Well, this is very late for me to go live. Well, Esmeralda, about 2 a.m. your time, 2:30 at pretty much is a good time also. That would be when I go live for morning coffee. And some people come in to ease into their day, and some people come in to calm down after a long day. And usually we have birds singing, watch the sunrise. Occasionally we'll have a deer wander into the yard. All things pink and possible. 7 o'clock tonight, I'm going to have a video of a doe and her 2 fawns. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested in deer. There you go, Esmeralda. Usually by your time, 3 a.m., by that time, I'm live, usually. And a few weeks ago, I was just thinking, I said, I'm going to have coffee on the back porch every morning. I'm going to turn the camera on and see what happens. And there's a bunch of people that show up. I am constantly amazed. Oh, cool. Well, get some video and post it. I haven't been as lucky as my first summer living here. A doe left her 2 fawns, one on each side of my backyard. And I got some really good video of that. I didn't know I'd be posting stuff on YouTube, so the quality's not that great, but still, it's like 8-minute long video of a fawn just laying down and wandering around. Esmeralda's out west. All things pink and possible is on the East Coast. And then we've got John P. over in Europe. And let's see here. Grizzly is up in Canada. I guess all my Asian friends are asleep. One of the people I was on the phone with 3 o'clock this morning was in Australia. You know, somebody had told me 10 years ago, not even going back to younger days, just 10 years ago, somebody had told me that I would know people around the world and talk with them on an almost daily basis. I would have laughed in their face. Yeah. Yeah, Esmeralda. I mean, it's Australia, South America, Europe. Uh, I think there's somebody who visits. They don't come to the lives, but they visit from Africa uh, and Europe, Asia, Philippines, Japan. It's crazy. I mean, but in a good way. I call it everybody's spoiling me. They really do. I'm spoiled. But you know, I enjoy sharing all this nature around here. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Scotland and Ireland, there's a couple of people that come to the channel from Scotland and Ireland. The UK, there's several that show up from the UK. It's fun learning the different cultures around the world too. Yeah, I remember Esmeralda, you skinny little mountain woman, you. Well, do you guys want to listen to the birds and the air conditioner? Uh, I need to get cleaned up after mowing the yard, and it won't be long. I need to think about having lunch or something. But if you guys want, I'll leave things running, and y'all can listen to the birds. Later, Esmeralda. I don't think anybody's going to listen to the birds, so I'll probably just shut it down. But I appreciate every last one of you. I really do. And I hope that y'all have a great day. Stay cool. Everybody in the northern hemisphere, it's going to be a hot one. And I will probably, hopefully, catch y'all in the morning.